I'm hearing you want to take the elevator, but you need to take the stairs. We're forcing you to take the stairs. And it's intentional. And it's not because you're not capable of skyrocketing. No, of course you are. It's not because you're not capable of getting to the heights or reaching the heights that you want to reach, but it's all about you being ready for the altitude. Wow. Okay. There's something about you perceiving yourself as being late for your dream or your goals or whatever it is that you have your eye on. And really, it's just that you and your spirit team were taking the time to make sure that your foundation was solid. Okay. This includes your internal, like, ecosystem or well being. This includes your external ecosystem and well being, your support system, if you have one, and maybe you and your spirit team are your support system, right? But whatever have you, okay, there was something about you needing to solidify your foundation before you reach certain altitudes, okay? I'm hearing, don't you dare give up on the dream. Don't you dare give up on the new beginning. Don't you dare give up on what it is that you've been working towards and putting your effort, your blood, sweat, and tears into. Let me make sure this is not crooked because I feel like it's a little, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that it looks even more crooked. Sometimes you just should, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Which is my next point. The plan was never the problem. The plan was never the problem. Just because you don't see the results that you think you should be seeing right now, keep it in mind. I feel like I'm talking to a know it all, and I say that with love. Okay. You could feel like you know what's supposed to happen and what's happening, and you see everything and you understand everything. It's like, no, you really see a sliver of everything that's really going on. And I want to say a sliver because I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not disrespecting or downplaying your insight. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that your guides, your spirit team, God, the universe, there is a much larger perspective and order of operations going on here. And there's something coming through about they refuse to throw you to the wolves. I'm talking to somebody who you're a part of your calling is being seen, is being visible, and you're meant to be visible to lead. You're meant to be in a leadership position. I feel like in the spiritual, I feel like you're somebody who's a very spiritual being. It could also be a teacher or just some kind of figurehead for something, for some cause or some community or for some soul tribe. Could be star seeds, right? Could be earth angels. But the whole point here is just that it's like you need to be ready, and to be ready, to be thorough. You need to be thorough. And to be thorough, you have to do everything in modest strides. You cannot just go from like point A to point D. You're going to be disoriented. You're going to be, it's just very destabilizing to have that happen. And so, Spirit is really trying to set you up for success. And I'm talking to somebody who you may want fame. Fame is a major theme here. Okay. Lots of people say, "Oh, I don't want to be famous," but I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who you may feel, maybe in your heart of hearts, whether you want to admit it or not, that you may have a desire to be famous, right? I don't, but I understand that I feel like I'm talking to somebody who does though, or somebody who knows that they're going to be known by a lot of people. And Spirit is saying the key here is not to be famous. The key is to be well known by people who are aligned with you. Fame is everybody seeing you, whether they're aligned with you or not. And that's not what we're really going for, even though you can't control that. But be careful what you wish for. Be careful with your intentions. Do everything in honest, modest, aligned strides. They refuse to throw you to the wolves. There's something coming through about the 27 Club. Rest in peace to every single member of the 27 Club, right? And I'm talking about celebrities who have passed on way too young and way too early. Brilliant people, right? Brilliant souls. I'm talking Amy Winehouse, right? Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, specifically these three in particular. And these are people with parallels in each of their stories, right? And the key here is that these were people who were thrust into, like, not like a in I want to say an altitude, right? They were thrust into change so quickly and just were not prepared or supported in a way that they could really succeed the way that they deserve to, right? And so there's something coming through about, take a lesson from that, right? It's like you could get everything that you thought that you wanted. You could get everything that other people think you should be happy with wanting, right? Or having. But if you're not ready for it, it could destroy you, right? It's like somebody could be meant to be a race car driver, but if you give the race car driver the keys when they're 13 and send them on a track, that could be destructive. That could be detrimental, right? Because they're not ready. They haven't had the experience. They haven't had, the emotional capacity. They haven't had like the strategies or the inner tool or maybe the shadow work or whatever. Like certain things are required to really carry out this dream the way that it needs to be carried out so that you can be successful, that so that it can be effective, so that it can be all that it was meant to be, right? You don't want to be tossed the ball and then fumble when the ball had your name on it just because you weren't ready to hold it, even though it was yours, even though it was your blessing. So there's something coming through about the plan was never the problem. You're thinking too much about, what you're seeing with your eyes, and you need to just continue doing what it is that we talked about. That's you and your spirit team. Keep doing what it is that y'all talked about, right? Because you're perceiving it as being late when really they just took the time to solidify this foundation. You're trying to move too fast, and you need to know when the source of your being upset or you losing hope is just because you are checking the seeds for them sprouting too quickly. It's like it takes time, and if you keep going back every 2 days to check it, you're gonna be disappointed because it needs time to bloom. And I just want to leave you with one more thing here. Fame is for worship or scrutiny. Fame is not love. Fame is not understanding. Fame is not alignment with the individuals who are viewing you. Fame is there for worship, as in people are worshiping you as an idol, or fame is there for scrutiny, as in people are using you and like just kind of like it's for entertainment, like you're for entertainment purposes, not to give to you, not to add to you, not to learn from you, not to teach you something, but just to scrutinize because they have nothing else better to do. So I say all of this with love. Okay, take the stairs. Do not go for the elevator. I know you want to go for the elevator. I know you want to skyrocket. I know you want to be there right now. It's not meant for you to be there right now. If it was meant for you to be there right now, you'd be there right now. It's time for you to be here right now. It's time for you to be um experiencing whatever you're experiencing right now, right now. Okay? So the new chapter is coming. All right? You just need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to be steady. You need to be stable. You need to be consistent. Okay? Okay? All right? And the windfall will come. The windfall of blessings, the windfall of abundance, the windfall of prosperity. I promise you, it will meet you at your feet.